Hello everyone! In this video we want to show you a little bit of the process of creating The Land Where Truth Was Born, the short film which follows up on the events of our well-known Metal Gear fan film Philanthropy. The focus will be on the visuals, so camera, cinematography, post-production, workflow and VFX. Hope you enjoy it! In a non-budget production, you always need to shape your ideas around the practical opportunities you have instead of the other way around. When it comes to Metal Gear, that means finding a great location. Metal Gear is all about the tense atmosphere of sneaking alone into a hostile environment. Without a proper location, it's just not going to work. Thanks to a friend, we found out about Base Tuono, a Cold War museum in the Italian Alps which features an impressive anti-aircraft missile battery. The municipality was so kind to let us use the place, provided that we didn't interfere too much with their opening times. So we decided to shoot everything during the night, and to add a little extra vibe from the most recent Metal Gear games, we decided it had to be raining weather. So while going through the storyboards or in pre-shooting sessions, we realized we needed a very special setup for shooting this video. It had to be a light setup so that we could dash between one place and the other in a matter of seconds. It had to be a waterproof setup, because there was going to be a lot of rain in the shots, both natural and artificial. It had to be a cheap setup, because we don't have much money. But it had to be enough to shoot a high-concept action video in the middle of the night. Mattia, you're up!
The only answer to all those needs was, of course, LED lights, but it was hard to find a waterproof and battery-powered setup with the budget we had. So we decided to build them ourselves. We went for a combination of IP67 off-road vehicle rooftop lights and LiPo batteries we bought online. We added to the mix a cheap battery meter and we made everything waterproof with Plastidip. The 5 ampere capacity of the system can power out the light for about 4 hours. We also added a button that we could use to get a quick flash in order to simulate landings. Pretty much the whole video was done using these, plus the available lights on the location. The other key thing was the choice of the right camera and workflow. We needed a camera that was very light, that was good on low light condition and that could shoot in RAW. And, of course, as always, we had very little money. A year ago, the Canon 5D Mark III was the low light king, and being a DSLR, it was obviously very portable and reasonably waterproof. But the best thing about it was the Magic Lantern. It's an open source firmware that can squeeze 14-bit RAW files at 25 fps from your Canon camera with a dedicated RAW module. So our choice was made: Canon 5D Mark III with Magic Lantern.
When we shot this video a year ago, there was no other choice than converting the footage to DNG sequences and then debayer from there with DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Camera Raw. We chose Resolve so I could manage different processes from the same software, debayering RAW files, exporting DPX sequences for VFX work, exporting dailies on set and MOV proxies for editing. The editing was done on Premiere with proxy files coming from Resolve. CGI was created in Blender, and this was the first time we used Cycle as rendering engine. Despite being such a new product and with a few missing features, we found it quite simple to use and very reliable on rendering. VFX-wise, we had to go through a lot of different stuff. We had to make our fantastic 27 extras look like a whole battalion of people. Then we had to extend the missile base and make it look like a bigger complex of buildings. We also had to make sure rain was consistent through all the first part of the video. The idea was to have a very heavy rain in the first scene, and we managed that thanks to the help of the local fire department. Then we wanted the following scenes to have a much lighter rain, like the storm was gradually losing intensity. So we used Nuke X particle system to add different kinds of rain on almost 22 shots, the minimum required to achieve continuity on the first sequences. Also, the user interface for the Panopticon was animated in Nuke X, taking advantage of its powerful 3D system that allowed me, using expressions and Python scripting, to create an almost automatic way of animating most of the graphics, based on snakes' position on the base and camera rotations. For the final explosion shot, we originally planned a full 3D simulation, but with other projects running in-house there was just not enough time. So we ended up using a mix of footages instead, with some minor 3D elements for the smoke and a lot of painting and layering and compositing. Overall, we're pretty happy with the result.
And that was the very last shot of the whole philanthropy project, since, as you probably know, the project just came to a stop. Despite that, philanthropy as a whole has been an incredible experience for us, and we hope we managed to inject some of this excitement into you guys. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel if you're interested in seeing more original content from Hive Division. Thanks again, and see you soon!